Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to another live stream where it's said this evening, today, this evening, whatever time it is. We are playing more Ocarina of Time. We'll actually be starting in the water temple today, of all places. So we got this, we got this. Let's see who's here. Welcome, 64-bit BFDI. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well this evening. It's good to have you. Wow, we got quite a few people on YouTube. Welcome, everyone. Oh, wait, we've not died yet on this save file. I did not realize that. Let's see if we can keep that. Alright, let me go to my controls real quick. Fix my mouse controls. So what? It's camera controls, enable mouse controls, then free look. Then you have to redo it. There we go. Welcome, Big Juice. Yes, Deathless Run, let's go. Alright, so, oh yes, I forgot. Last stream, not only did we get everything up to this point, we also got the big Goron sword. So that's going to be making future dungeons a lot better. Let's see. 64-bit BFDI Canada. Are you represented from Canada? Awesome. We love Canadians. Very nice people. Oh yeah. Okay. Let's explore a little bit. See what we got going on. So let's adventure over here first. I think this is going to be a gate. Yeah. So let's pull this out here. Get this in place so that we can push it later. But one thing I love about the PC port is that you're able to just assign the boots to a button instead of having to go to the menu every time. Now I know the first place we probably should be going is to Princess Ruto. Get away from me. There. Oh, that's not fair. Alright, those are taken care of. I forgot how wide of a turn these boots make you. Oh, what? There. Can we get this without the long shot? I cannot remember. Come on. Can indeed. This is probably either the map or the compass. Compass, okay. Okay, let's go ahead and head towards Princess Ruto. Welcome, Kinred Gaming. Hope you're doing well this evening. Welcome, MMac2748. Welcome, welcome. Oh yeah, we're gonna need Ocarina quite a bit in this dungeon here. Alright, let's see how easily we can beat the water temple, because I've played this dungeon, I've lost count how many times. So surely by now we'd know how to beat it without issues. Yeah, this should be the map. Yes. Oh, I guess I wasn't close enough. Oh, crud. I thought I could do it. Nope. I was gonna try to cheese it, or we could go ahead and get that chest. But no, we cannot. Alright, bye, I guess. Bye, Imac. Well, thank you for stopping by. First key, nice. What? There we go. Okay, so here's a switch. Gotta go because I'm busy, but just subscribed on YouTube. Awesome! Thank you for the sub. Rojito99, Little Red, welcome to the stream. Greetings to you as well. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, our channel's growing. It's awesome. Love seeing new people. Okay, am I saying Rojito right? Is that right? Because I know we're like in a server together, and I know that's like your username, but I'm not sure if I've actually been saying it right. Yes, sir. That's what the owner of the local Mexican restaurant calls you. That's a cool name. Translates to Little Red. Oh, okay. Another key, nice. Hope you're doing well today, Rojito. Very well, thanks. Same to you, my friend. Great to hear. Also, I know you were telling me that you've never played a Zelda game before. It's kind of funny that this is your first stream seeing it, because this is considered like one of the most hated temples in all of Zelda. It's kind of funny that happens to be your first exposure to it. Cool. Definitely recommend it though. Ocarina of Time is an amazing game. Okay, we gotta get another item before we can do that. Guess. Oh, welcome back, Mr. Bear. Good to see you. Guess what I found after 6 years? Is it a copy of Ocarina of Time, perhaps? Did we go this way? We did go this way. We'll go ahead and climb in the tower. Old DVD player, awesome. Alright, let's see what's down here. Well, I know which one not to open for sure. Did you download some sort of Nintendo 64 system in order to play? Kind of. So this that I'm playing on, it's what it is a PC port, so it's a little different than emulation, because emulation basically uses your computer to run like the old console. What this does is it basically converts the code of the game to run natively on your computer. So it's kind of like, instead of that chain between computer and game and then the emulator, it just takes out the emulator and runs it straight. So you often get better performance. It has better mod support and stuff like that. Which in this case, you don't really see the mod support. I've got like a texture pack I can put on that'll change it, make it look a little nicer. But I figured since we're just doing vanilla Ocarina of Time instead of randomizers or something, I would just keep the texture pack off. Let's see. Is it Sylvania? Nice. I grew up with Sanyo mostly. But yeah, I've got a... Do I have a regular DVD player? I don't think I have a regular DVD player. I've got some like Blu-ray players that run DVDs. Speaking of, me and my wife, we've been working on a physical media collection. It's like buying a bunch of like DVDs of movies that we want to be able to just have access to whenever. And at some point, I want to make, I can't remember the proper term for it, but basically make your own streaming service where you download all your DVDs to a drive, and then from there you can just connect to it with a phone and then watch whatever your DVDs you have are. So, something I want to do at some point. Probably won't be anytime soon though. It flagged Rojito as a possible ban of Vader and it's monitoring him. Oh, did you just make your Twitch account, Rohito? If so, that's probably why it's flagging him as a possible ban evader. Oh, we barely missed it. Or barely made it. I just changed username? Okay. Maybe that's why it's flagging, I'm not sure. One DVD I have is Scooby-Doo Season 1, nice. I actually just found, Spectacular Spider-Man, the first season, on DVD at Goodwill yesterday. So that was pretty cool, that was a nice find. I haven't even watched the series, I've heard how good it is. Okay. Go ahead. Go over here. Wait a minute. Do we go on the other side? Or is there something on the other side? There is. I think we've already been there, though. So, Mr. Bear, when you say Scooby-Doo Season 1, are you talking about the original Scooby-Doo? Or like Mystery Incorporated, or what's the other one? What's New Scooby-Doo? So, because there's so many different series. I would, I don't know. I kind of want to go and start and watch some Scooby-Doo series, but there's just so many of them. Oh, I almost forgot. Did we do that one? We have not done that yet. I'll have to come back. I even have Superman, the Last Son of Krypton? Yeah, sweet. But it's unopened. I haven't opened it yet. Cool. I'm not sure. I don't think I have any, like, real special DVDs that I haven't opened yet. Because most of what I have is, like, either used or, stuff that I had growing up. I do have the, original Legend of Zelda 80s series, like the whole, which I mean, it's only like one season, I think. But I got the whole series on DVD. That's probably one of my favorite things that I won't be watching anytime soon, but I'm glad I have it. Like one of those kinds of collection things. I think it's the Monsters Incorporated. Okay. Did we go? Yeah, wait, no. Let me check if we've gone this way. I can't remember. Yes, because this was the one with the Manta Bray things. Whoa. The extra far lunge. While I'm thinking about it, I'll go ahead and tell y'all. I'm thinking, so tonight we're going to be playing Ocarina of Time. Try to get through a couple dungeons. My plan for tomorrow, I think we're going to do some... I'm not 100% on this yet, but I know a long time ago I said we'd finish the house that we were remodeling on House Flipper. I want to go and finish that. I think there were like a couple of like little, like a smaller games that I wanted to do on a stream, and then Thursday the plan is to play Mecha Chameleon with some friends. I think that's pretty set to work for Thursday, but still trying to figure out for sure about Tuesday. And welcome Hyrule Princess to the stream. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you stopping by. Apex update. That's what it was. Oh goodness, I think that was one thing I thought about doing, was going, finishing House Flipper, and then playing Apex for the rest of the stream. So, or we might just play Apex. I don't know, but I need to make sure that all of that will work on for Apex. But yeah, thank you, Big Juice. That was actually something I was considering doing for tomorrow. Okay. We can't wait for Mecha Chameleon Thursday. Me too. I'm so excited. I know, let's see, I know our friend group has played it twice. I got to play it once. I'm assuming I'll be hosting on Thursday. So that was one thing I wanted to do before stream, just didn't have time. But, I'm probably gonna go and check out some of the workshop maps and things. Because I've seen where people have, like, played in the back rooms, in the in the Simpsons house, like, tons of things that you can just change the map to. Don't know why, but my sister gave me a King Kong DVD. Is it a Peter Jackson King Kong? Because that's pretty cool. Alright. One of the best fights in all of Zelda. What? Oh, I forgot I've got to look away. Megaton Hammer. That's pretty easy to use. There we go. So a fun fact about this scene, the reflection is darkling right before you get to the middle island. Disappears after you pass the island. Yeah, it is really cool. Like I said, it's one of the best fights in the, at least in Ocarina of Time, if not the entire series. It's so cool. Because you have the reflection as you're going along, and then passing the island disappears. I honestly didn't do that justice. Probably should have slowed down. For all those watching. Because I've played this so many times that it's like... Yeah, okay, I played that right. I played it so many times that it's cool, but sometimes I don't relish in the details like I used to. It's gonna be insane in the remake. Oh, dude, I didn't even thought about that. That is gonna be so cool. I'm so excited for the remake. I hope, as long as it's like a actual remake, like a reimagining, that's what I want. So I've seen some people online being like, "Oh, we don't need anything other than just everything to look a little nicer, but it's the same game." It's like, no, we need a new game. Oh, crud! I've not done that in a while. I saw someone put it like they need to go to the original like game or the game design documents and like the game philosophy of Ocarina of Time and use that to create something different. There we go. What? Hmm. Okay. Oh, I forgot this is right up here. Right, I think we've done all of the center room stuff now, and I think we can go on towards the boss. Of course, we don't have the boss key yet, so like we're not gonna get to the boss right now. Also, as far as like the remake, I would love for them to do dungeons like they had originally planned. And actually, here's something interesting. So you see the forest medallion. Especially when it's lower res like this, is a little harder to see, but it's very much like a whirlwind, like whirling symbol on there. So a lot of people theorize that the forest temple is going to be the wind temple originally. So I think that would be cool, is if they had the wind temple instead of the forest temple like they had originally planned. There's also, I think, a light temple planned at one point. Oh, what was it? There was the unicorn fountain that I can't remember if they ever said what that would have been. Don't recall at the moment. Yeah, stuff like that. Like scrapped ideas from the original due to time constraints or hardware limitations. It'd be nice to see those items get added back. Okay, wait a minute. I missed quite a bit here. Medallions as items, yeah. Always had a strong dislike for water stages and levels, especially Sonic games. That's fair. Water tends to do that for games. And Zelda's no exception. Also that, what was it? The Elementalist game that I played recently. My least favorite temple in that game is the water temple. It was just so clunky in places. Part of it, I think, part of it or most of it is because water, at least as a game mechanic, almost always just slows you down. And as a gamer, you want to go through the game, enjoy it at your pace. But when your pace is forced to be slowed down, it just makes it tedious and annoying. Maybe in between when you pull the sword. Yeah, I agree. That would be really cool to be able to have the light temple, like... Imagine... Okay, if they do completely remake the game and even make, like, the gameplay different, imagine if when you pull the Master Sword from the pedestal, the light temple is almost like a tutorial for how Adult Link plays. Because, you know, in the original, effectively, Adult Link and Child Link are the same. Just Adult Link has a little bit more, like, of a size advantage. But at the same time, Child Link can crawl through holes in walls and things like that. So it's not even completely Adult Link that has the advantage. Yeah, maybe they could have, like, the Light Temple be almost like a tutorial for Adult Link. Alright, here. This way. Fighting Ganondorf in the Sacred Temple, that sounds cool. I know I said this on a previous stream, but Ganon was supposed to be, like, Beast Ganon was supposed to be so much bigger than he is in the original game. But because of the hardware constraints, they had to make him so much smaller. Because at one point you were gonna, like, climb up, almost an Attack of the Colossus, Shadow of the Colossus style, and kill him, which would have been so cool. Fighting a giant monster. Giant kaiju fight. Which I guess isn't a kaiju fight, because Link's not a kaiju, technically speaking. There we go. Here we go. Now we can go kill Morpha. There. Sweet, we dodged it. Okay, there's where we need to go. It's north? Yeah, north. I don't think we can hookshot up here, but in case we can. I don't have very much knowledge of the Zelda series, but found it a little funny in the 90s cartoon Super Mario Super Show. They had a segment of it and always showed Ganondorf as a pig, but in games like Smash Bros. He's a tall monster guy. Yeah, so the original Ganon is a pig monster, and in like up until Ocarina of Time, he was always portrayed as like a pig monster. Oh, come on, come on. Which is more similar to how he was in the original series. But in Ocarina of Time, they introduced him as... Gotta go into some lore here, yeah. So in Ocarina of Time, they introduced Ganondorf, which is Ganon before he becomes... Basically, to simply put it, before he becomes corrupted by the Triforce of Power. And once he gets the Triforce of Power, he turns himself into Ganon, which is the big pig monster. So like in Super Smash Brothers, you know, you're playing as Ganondorf most of the time, but then his final smash, he turns into the big pig monster. That's Ganon. And then, depending on how you go in the series, he either stays as Ganon, or he turns back into Ganondorf and can become Ganon again. It just depends on what games you follow in the timeline. Alright, let's see how quickly we can beat Morph. We do have the big Goron sword, so that's going to help us quite a bit. Oh, I don't think I realized that Morpha could do that. As you started explaining to my comment, a bunch of ads started playing. So what I was saying was, oh, is this gonna grab me? This may be too close. Oh, just barely too close. I mean, just barely far enough. There we go. Okay, so, Ganon is the pig monster you see in that original cartoon and in the original Legend of Zelda games. Ganondorf is Ganon before he becomes Ganon. So he's like his human form, and then when he retrieves the Triforce of Power, which is that artifact he uses in the, that original Legend of Zelda series, the cartoon, after he retrieves that, he becomes Ganon, like turns himself into Ganon, which is just a big monster. So, it's putting it a little bit more simply than how I said it before, but I probably also babbled a lot. No, 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 no! Ah, I missed. Ah. I guess we're just gonna skip that heart container because I'm not going back in there. I'm aggravated now. Yeah, transformation. Transforms himself into the monster the monster formerly known as Ganondorf. I'm gonna get some cola here. Can I mark him as not a Banovator? I guess not. I was gonna try to tell Twitch to calm down, you're fine, but it's still saying possible Banovator. Come on. Skip your dialogue. I don't care. I've heard it. I almost said hundreds of times. Not that many times. Probably a dozen. Well, maybe a dozen times. I do wonder how many times I have played or directly watched someone play through this game. Because I can't remember if I beat it on the original Nintendo 64. I know I played it, but I do remember watching my parents beat it, or at least my daddy, maybe my mama too. I've beat it on the 3DS at least twice regular, at least once on Master Quest. I've beat the randomizer 2 or 3 times. Sorry, I hope that popping on my mic's not too loud. Every time I do a mute, it pops it. Wait, we can get fire arrows now. Yes. Oh, I'd love to have the golden scale too. I'm not sure if we can get that without going back as a kid first. Let's go ahead and take care of this. Those will come in mighty handy. Let's see if we can get this scale. Just noticed you have a gold bar called Road to 50. That is Road to 50 followers. We're at 44 right now, but it looks like the bar is broken because it just says 43. I need to fix that. I think I have it fixed on YouTube to where it does a live count, but I've been having issues with Stream Elements, which is what it goes through to do that, where it just doesn't update like it should. So, but yeah, so hopefully I can get that fixed soon. Thank you for pointing that out to me, because I thought for sure that the Twitch side was working fine. So yeah, that'll need to be fixed later. So yeah, 44 followers. Hopefully we'll hit 50 before too long. It's definitely got a lot slower on Twitch lately, but YouTube's growing quickly, so that's nice. Twitch is a lot harder to grow. Like, Twitch is easier to make money. Like, to just make money. I'm not saying making a lot of money, because I don't make a lot of money. But once you get, like, 25 followers, you can get monetized on Twitch. YouTube is, like, 500 subscribers, plus, like, 1,000 hours of watch time over however much time of the year. So it's a lot more strict than Twitch is, but Twitch is a lot harder to get those numbers. Well, maybe not to get the numbers, because the first 25 was fairly quick, but going past that's been kind of long. Come on. There we go. Keep it. Yes, sir. I think that said 15 pounds. There we go. I'm not worried about the Hylian Loach. We can just... Oh, I forgot. They set that up on this mode. On this port. Okay, so I think now we can go ahead, warp back to... Do I not have that song? I don't have that song. Okay. I thought for sure you get the Prelude of Light as soon as you turn to an adult, but I guess not. We'll have to go the old-fashioned way. By horse. I can't do anything with that yet. Oh, thank you for the follow, Rohito. Appreciate it. So what? Okay, so that's funny. So the counter went up to 44, but we're at 45. So that's funny. At least it's counting up. That's good to know. But yeah, thank you so much for the follow, Rohito. I really appreciate it. Slam Sandwich is now following. Thank you for the follows, Sam Sandwich. Appreciate it very much. That's awesome. We're up to 46 followers. That's really cool. Thank y'all so much. Oh, wait, what? Okay, there we go. I thought I was already a follower, lol. Well, I appreciate the new follow. Let's see. There we go. I was trying to fill out the song and couldn't quite remember it. Okay, I think I want to try... Let's try Bombchi Bowling. If it's just a terrible prize, we won't even worry about it. Pizza Heart, okay. This is one situation where the mouse controls are actually so much worse. Ah, still wrong angle. Don't forget that. Okay, so now I need to go to the well. The bottom of the well. To the well! Actually, gotta go to the windmill first. Oh, what? Oh, someone subscribed on YouTube. Hang on, I need to check and see who that was, because I want to say thank you properly. I think I can check in like my receipts or whatever of it. It's like streaming tools, overlays. Can I see who my most recent was? Session data. Oh, latest subscriber. You rolling made me think what a character on Star Fox do a barrel roll. Yeah. Do a barrel roll. Looks like Jake was our last subscriber on YouTube. Thank you, Jake, for the follow. I mean, the sub. I'm getting my Twitch and YouTube terminology mixed up. Yeah, I've played... Let's see, I think I've beat Star Fox 64 on the 3DS version. Why did I do that? I don't even have to be next to him. Okay. Going back to morning. And now... There we go. Song of Storms, make it rain a bunch right now. You don't even care about your local ecosystem. Let's talk to him. I don't think he will give us anything, but... Yeah, he's just like, go around and around. What's happening? Are you ready for horror beyond our wildest comprehension? As I'm not. Oh yeah, I'm still kind of in randomizer mode. I don't have to get every single pot here. I think these are bomb shoes. Yeah, didn't really need that. Okay, so we should have a chest right here. Don't think we can do anything here. Maybe we can. Alright. That didn't really help us. There's... Okay. I don't think there's anything on that platform I need to get. Okay. Must be this other way that the chest is. Okay, what? This is gonna be the map or compass. Map helps. I think we got everything down here that we needed. This will be the compass. Ah. They expected to hit me through the wall. I know the shadows want to grab me. I can't remember if that's solid ground underneath the Skulltula or not. Oh, it's solid. Okay. He. Taking nuts. Okay, this is dead hand. Okay, it's coffin room. Did not mean to do that. Hate the hand monster thing so much. Yeah. Let's get this key here. Hey, welcome back, True North Outdoorsman. Hope you're doing well. Aha. At least the ones at Ocarina of Time are not as bad as the ones from Tears of the Kingdom. That is true. I do believe that the Gloom Hands are worse than Dead Hand. I still remember the first time I encountered a Gloom Hand. Just, like, you know, just out and about. I saw, like, the hand just kind of roaming around. And then I think I shot it with an arrow and the entire sky went red. I was like, oh my goodness. Doing good, buddy. How are you? I'm doing alright. Just trying to make some good progress on Ocarina of Time here. Alright, let's see now. What was it? There is... I don't remember if this does something or not. I'll try it. It does not. Work was alright today. How was your work? Hope it was good. Oh no! Oh no! Just got a feeling he's like hanging out over there. He is not. Okay. It's slow and boring. I guess that can be good. I guess if you're doing like plumbing, a slow and boring day is probably better than full and eventful. Like, I feel like that'd be one of those professions where like no news is good news because it means something didn't explode. I think... Wait, there's another chest in here. Over here. Trying to find it without the lens of truth. Yeah, we'll just use it. There it is. Oh my word. Well, that was a waste of a rupee. Okay, so I think we just have 2 more things in here, and we will have everything in the bottom of the well. Yep, and we got the 2 keys for it, so we're good. Okay, 1 more room. Don't remember what's in here. Skulltula. Okay. Anything else we need to do as a child? I can't think of anything. Let's see, anything else? Because I think we can go straight to the Shadow Temple. Back to Kakariko. You stream on Twitch too? I sure do. Yeah, over on, it's a same username, bluebomb_. But yeah, I personally like Twitch a bit better, just because you got more customizability on it. It's like I've got channel points and stuff where you can redeem sound effects and things, and I need to figure out more stuff to do. Especially lately, I've not had many people redeem stuff, so I need to make it more worth people's while. I just don't know what to do with them. Yeah, over on Twitch, bluebomb, at bluebomb_. At some point, and it probably won't be anytime soon, I would like to also start streaming on TikTok, but there's like, I've tried applying like 3 times, and it just, I'm not getting through on it. Part of it is that you have to have a bigger following, I think, and I don't think I have that. Well, I think you're supposed to have like at least 10 people, and I'm still growing my TikTok. It's a slow process, but whatever, it'll work out eventually. Alright, was... There we go. Follow you on both. Awesome! Yeah, come on over. We're at 46 out of 50 followers, so we're making our way there. $50 is the next big milestone. I was about to say landmark. I was like, that's not right. Yeah, next big milestone is 50 followers, so we're at 46 right now. It's a relaxing stream. I was happy to see you tonight. Awesome. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Twitch and TikTok are on... My Twitch and TikTok are a different YouTube name. Okay. Well, that's fine. Okay, I'm fixing to just equip the Eye of Truth because I'm getting annoyed by all the pop-up things. Switch over. Sweet. Come on, I want a good jump slash. Where is he? No! He can use the Lens of Truth to see the shadow from where he spawns at. There we go. Please be the chest. I mean, map. Hover boots. What doesn't kill me makes me stronger. There. Let's go. Oh, I guess I could just use a bow and arrow. That would be a lot easier, wouldn't it? Sweet, now we got the map. Oh. Thank you for the follows, Rocky Bing. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. True north, okay. That's what I figured, but I didn't want to say it out loud just in case I was wrong. Yeah, welcome to Twitch. We're at 47 out of 50 followers, very nice. Followed you on TikTok too, thank you so much. Yeah, I might should push that more on YouTube to see if people will follow on TikTok, because once I get it, that follower count, whatever, then I think I can start doing the streaming. Because I think TikTok would probably be a good place to stream. Are you affiliated? I am. So, yeah, I was telling, I don't know if he's still here, but I was telling Rohito earlier that, on Twitch it's a lot easier to get monetized than it is on YouTube. But it's nice, only like 25 followers now, which is awesome. So, you know, I can justify it to myself to stream more often. Because I'm making a little bit of money off of it, I suppose. Does it pay with ads? It does. It's just a few cents per ads. The main thing I get, the main money that I make is like if someone does like a sub. So like I've got right now, like my parents, they have a couple accounts and they use their Prime sub that they get, because I think anyone that has Prime gets a free sub. Yeah, anyone with Prime gets a free sub for Twitch. So like they're using their Prime sub, so I get like $2 or $3 from theirs every month, which is sweet, very nice. And then I got a few friends that do that as well. So yeah, we making the bucks. Maybe not the big bucks, but we're making the bucks. Oh. What? Okay, we got it that time. Camera's freaking out a little bit. Okay, my least favorite part of this whole temple. Oh, this is why I hate this room. Because it starts all the way back here. Oh, thank you for the sub. Thank you so much. Let's see, I don't know if you want me to call you Sprocky Ming or True North Outdoorsman, but either way, I appreciate that very much. That's awesome. It's exciting. Oh. I think we got 7 subscribers now? Honestly, I go with Sprocky more, to be honest. That's what my gamer tags are. Okay. Yeah, well thank you, Sprocky. I appreciate it more than you know. What? Why is this? There. Okay. Let's get these hearts. My goodness. Sweet. What a good game. I agree. Woots, welcome to the stream. Currently on a 10 stream streak. Awesome. Thank you so much for joining. No problem at all, man. I appreciate you letting me vent. It's gonna be weird, but your streams are very calming. Well, I appreciate that. That's one of my goals, is to be a calming place. You know, I talked about it a little bit, but I'm a Christian. I want people to be able to see Christ in me, whatever my situation is, even in situations where I may not be having a good day. I hope it still shows. Passing by before going to bed. Have a good night. Okay, you have a good night too. Woots, thank you for stopping by. Gotta keep that streak up. Thank you, Krispy Kreme, for the resub. Appreciate it very much. How are you doing this evening? Alright, let's kill the statue. Stressed, camp prep, understandable. Oh yeah, because you're doing 2 camps this week. I mean, this year. Yep. Also a Christian, just became a Christian about 5 months ago. That is awesome. I love to see people learning the truth. I've seen that a lot on the internet, where it seems like a lot of people are turning to Christ, and I love seeing that. Because for so long in my life, I've heard how, you know, like basically the world's going down the deep end. There's basically no saving it now, and it's like, well, I'm seeing people that are giving their lives to Christ, and it's awesome. Yeah, it's changed my life. Yep, as it should. Christ changes our lives for the better, and in ways that we can't even imagine. Oh, oh. Oh, oh. There we go. Finally, we're out of that terrible place. What me alive taught me some harsh lessons. Not perfect and I forget sometimes, but I always try and end my night talking to the Lord and thanking Him. Well, that's good. That's about the best way you can end a day, that's for sure. Oh. Yep, I am thankful for a merciful God. Really new, my family isn't religious, so it's been tough a bit. Yeah, I get that. I've been blessed to have been raised in church, so but I mean I still I've had so much family that just doesn't care or doesn't want anything to do with Jesus, and it's real sad. But all I can do is pray for them. But that being said, I know even though I have family that may not care about Jesus, I've found lots of church family through church. Through church through church I have more family than I ever could have imagined I would have. Even though I have some family that would have nothing to do with me, that don't want me or that don't want to be around me or whatever, I have family through Christ that love me and I love them. So yeah, but plugging into a good church is so important. Don't really know what I'm doing. Can you share some things I should be doing other than reading the Bible and following Christ's words? Yeah, I mean, first and foremost, pray, read the Bible. Um, I don't know if you're attending a church now, but if you aren't, I can't recommend that enough. Like going to church is so important, and I know like going to church doesn't save us, but the Bible does say to meet with other believers, to strengthen each other, to bear each other's burdens. I believe one verse explicitly says, "Bear ye one another's burdens, and so fulfill the law of Christ." I believe that's how that verse goes. I hope I'm quoting that right. But yeah, having a church family is so important because having church family helps keep you accountable when stuff, when things are going bad, and it's so easy to just be like, you know what, forget this. I don't care now. You have the church family, and you get people who will hold you accountable to what we have been called to as Christians. So, I know, like, I've got a friend that, I talk to him outside of church too, but and talk about being accountable. I've got to talk with him, and he's to talk with me. We were reading the Bible together, and like doing every week we would read like 5 chapters, then get with each other and talk about what were in those chapters, what we got from, and that kind of thing. And we both have failed miserably lately. Like, I have done really bad about reading those chapters. So I need to get with him because he's not read them either, and he needs to get with me, and we need to strengthen each other up. Just being transparent with you. I hope that answers your question, Sprocky. Oh no! Oh, there we go. I got burnt. But I hope that answered your question. Hope that helps. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask, and I'll do my best to help. To at least help give you an answer. What? Okay, so I don't feel as bad for slacking sometimes. Really bad before meal is hard to remember for that. Because I went 30 years without doing that. No, that's, I mean, I understand. And I mean, you know, praying before eating isn't, I wouldn't say, like a absolute requirement. You know, it's just, if nothing else, it helps us remember to thank God for what He's given us, because so many times we take for granted what He gives us, and praying is a great way to remember that. And I've there's been plenty of times where I'll forget, or I'll like be like mid-meal, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I forgot to pray. But I'm just like, Lord, thank you for this food, because, you know, it's by His blessing that I'm even able to eat this. I'm blessed beyond measure, because so many people don't even have that. You don't even have access to food. There's a, this isn't like a Bible verse, but it's just like kind of a saying that has a lot of truth in it. I don't know if I'd agree with it 100%, but they say like the difference between a saint and a sinner is that the saint gets back up when they fall. So, you know, when we do sin, because everyone's gonna sin. You know, we are sinful creatures by nature. We do things that are wrong and evil, and not just in the eyes of the Lord, but just like objectively. Well, I mean, the Lord is objective, but you know what I mean? Like, even other people would be like, that's messed up. You know, we do stuff like that all the time as humans. But difference between saint and a sinner is that the saint will repent of what they did, ask God to forgive them, and turn and repent, which I know repent and sin, that's a whole lot of terminology that's not used in modern English all that much, but repent just means turn away. You know, turn away from the sin, which an easy way for me to remember what sin means is that it's a archery term, meaning to literally miss the target. So when we sin, we miss the target that God has set for us. Oh. So when we sin, we miss the target, but we turn away from that sin and give our lives back to Christ and ask Him to forgive us and correct us. Yep, that's why Jesus sacrificed Himself for us. Exactly. We can't do it ourselves. Oh, there goes the arrows. This is one of my favorite rooms in this whole game. I love doing this right here. Oh, I forgot that there was one over here. Have you heard of a show called The Chosen? I have. I've watched I think I've watched the majority of it. I've not watched the last several episodes, but I mean, it's great for a lot of people. I know it's been a great ministry tool to a lot of people. A lot of people have found Jesus because of that show. So I am thankful for the ministry that they have in that. That should turn me to Christ. Awesome. That's cool. Ah. Well, now we got two of these. Oh no. Yeah, like, there are some things I don't like about The Chosen, because some, especially like with there are several things that aren't accurate. Not that like detract from the gospel as a whole. Like, there's some things I don't like about it, but what I do like about it is that for a lot of people it kind of helps. I don't know how to word it. Kind of helps them see the stories of the Bible. I like that a lot. I hope I worded that right, or that makes sense. Because, you know, so many times we're just reading the Bible and we don't really think about it that much. But then you get to see it like on the screen and portrayed in such a way, and it's like, okay, I see. Like, I've never seen it like this before. Because I've never seen it before, I've always had to imagine it. So envious of his followers, they got to see his miracles and embrace him and see his courage firsthand. Yeah, well, I mean, something I like about, even though we didn't get to see him in person like they did, or not in the flesh like they did, the Bible does say that blessed are, oh, let's see if I can remember it. Even harder to remember while I'm playing Zelda, but I think it talks about blessed are those who have not seen but still believe. So like, we have, at least based on that scripture, we seem to have an even bigger blessing than they do, being that we believe in Jesus, even though we have not seen him firsthand like they do, like they did. That's cool. That's like a little comforting thing to me. We got 6-7 Skulltula tokens! We got 6-7! Anyway, back to Jesus. Anyway. Can we leave this room? I think we can. I hope we can. Let's go. Okay. Love some hearts here. Like little James, who still believed in him after not being healed, showing people he did not need to be healed to believe. That is comforting. Yeah. Yeah, I know some people get upset about that, which I think is dumb. Like, there are some people that are... I've seen some people criticize The Chosen for things that are just, like, really stupid. Because, like, the Bible doesn't talk about him being... I think he's, like, not crippled. What is it? Anyway, like, the Bible doesn't talk about that explicitly, but, like, we see that all the time in modern day. I'm sure there were situations like that back in Jesus' day, too, where, you know, Jesus has a specific plan for us, and he uses, in our weakness he is made strong. You know, in what seems like weakness to us, it just glorifies God. And I love that even though stuff may seem hard, hopeless sometimes, that Jesus can still use it. That's comforting to me. He can use a big idiot like me to glorify him. Yeah, exactly. It's like even if that wasn't what happened, it's like there's still so much there's so much biblical message behind it, you know. So no, there's some like critics of the Chosen that's just like, that's just ridiculous. You'll be in Shelly. Well, I guess we're going straight to him. Okay, so we need the Lens of Truth and the bow and arrow. Yeah. Alright, let's get the bow. Oh, we were too slow. Oh. Okay. There we go. Let's see. Like how a lot of messages are Mormon based, turns a lot of Christians away. Next season is crucifixion. Will be hard to watch. Yeah, I'm sure it will be hard to watch. Which about the Mormon thing, like I know that, what is it, Angel Studios or whatever, they're Mormon, but then the creators of it aren't Mormon. So like I think a lot of people just see that Mormons kind of produce the show. Well, not even produce, because like now they're not even affiliated. I've done some of the like research behind the scenes and stuff, and it's interesting. But yeah, there's apparently some stuff that happened, and now they're no longer affiliated with each other. So, but yeah, so now a lot of that isn't even applicable to it anymore. So there's definitely things that can be got out of the Chosen. I'm not saying that. I just haven't watched it in a while. I should probably finish it, or as much as they've got. House of David is also a good one. Yeah, like I've been saying this for years. If they would take like First and Second Kings, First and Second Samuel, First and Second Chronicles, they could have like a Game of Thrones level show with drama and politics and everything. Like I think a lot of people don't realize just how gruesome those books are. I've been like reading, I've like read through Chronicles or Kings, and I'm like, this is what I, this is what I imagine Game of Thrones is like to people, as far as like the backstabbing and people betraying each other. And it's like, it's very like I'm amazed that there's not more shows or movies trying to adapt that stuff. Finish the Chosen. I sobbed during the Dayenu scene. I've seen the Dayenu scene. Yeah, it's. Let's see, what was it? We did that for like a Passover Seder meal at church, where we tried. I mean, it wasn't. I'm sure it wasn't kosher, but we were trying about the best we could to have a kosher meal, kosher Passover, and like go through the different cups of Passover, and they played the Dayenu scene from The Chosen, and I'm pretty sure I sobbed. I at least cried, but I think I may have sobbed during that. I've only got to season 4 ending. It was a very mentally taxing to watch. Is I'm sorry, you'll have to tell me how Season 4 ends, because I can't remember at the moment. Is that with Lazarus? Okay, let's see here. So, next would be the Spirit Temple. Are we gonna finish it on the next Ocarina stream? We may beat the game in one more stream. Because next would be the Spirit Medallion, then we gotta beat Ganon's Castle. I don't think there's anything else we have to do between now and then. But there's the light arrows, the ice arrows, Nehru's Love. Yeah, I mean, we got, like, I think the rest of the items that we need in order to beat the game are in the Spirit Temple. And then the light arrows, which we'll get after we beat the Spirit Temple. So let's head over to the Spirit Temple, and we'll probably call it on that for the stream, but it'll be a few minutes. I actually got to the part where Judas betrayed Jesus. Oh my goodness, I can only imagine how hard that is. That is another thing. I don't know how well The Chosen portrays it, but like a lot of people like to think of Judas as like this sniveling, conniving, plotting, evil man. But he was out there with them, ministering, preaching, casting out demons, like for the majority of those 3 years that Jesus was ministering. And it's like, oh my goodness, it's just kind of hit me harder now that I'm thinking about it a little bit more right now. Because, you know, we would, like, even, like, a lot of people give, I mean, and Judas did do something wrong, I'm not saying that, but, like, a lot of us don't even think about how when we sin, we're there's a Bible verse that says when we sin, I believe it says when we sin, we crucify him afresh. So it's like we are the ones, oh, actually, no, this is a much better analogy, whatever. I was hearing someone talk about it. People talk about how Judas betrayed Jesus for 30 pieces of silver, and how, oh, that's just a small amount of money. How could he betray him? And yet, every day we betray him for even less. For the quick pleasure of sin, we betray Jesus. And oh my goodness. That'll make you cry. Make you cry hard. I think it did fairly well. Shows Judas wanting Jesus to be more assertive in fighting the Romans. Then when Jesus doesn't, he starts losing his faith. Obviously, we don't have Judas' full motives, but I think it's very possible. Yeah, he just wanted Jesus to be more righteous to the Romans. Yeah. Yeah, that is another thing about The Chosen that I think does really well, is giving the characters, like, that may sound kind of bad, giving characters motivation. I don't know really how else to say it, but it's like they're very, from what I remember, they're very well written characters. We're gonna go and make it day. Let's see what this guy sells. 'Cause I cannot remember. Oh, bomb shoes. Burn! Thanks for talking the gospel with me. Absolutely. This might be my favorite stream I've had so far. I've really enjoyed it. I've enjoyed talking about Jesus on stream. Something I've wanted to do more, but like, when there's an actual, like, opportunity where someone wants to hear more, I would love to talk about it more. Yep. Most important part of the gospel, we are sinners. We make mistakes and do wrong things, but Jesus died, took the punishment for us so that we don't have to suffer that. All we have to do is put our faith in him and follow him and turn from those evil things. Yeah, through faith you are made whole, not of works lest any man should boast. And I quoted that wrong. Oh my goodness. But by faith you're... I have it messed up in my head at the moment. I don't know if you ever heard of Bible Man, but there was like a Bible Man Live DVD, and there was this point where they were quoting that the translation they were using of that verse, and so now when I try to quote that verse, I have that mixing in with my head. Like they were using like NIV or like more of a more of a modern translation or like more plain spoken translation, and I'm more used to like ESV or KJV, so it's like messing up how I remember it. I had no idea you're a Christian until tonight. Well, I'm sorry. It should have been more obvious. I apologize. That lets me know I'm not displaying Christ like I probably should. But yeah, I've enjoyed talking to you about Jesus. It's been awesome. Alright, Neighbor's Love. Definitely will be using that in the Dark Nut fights. Or Iron Knuckle. Are they the same in this? I think they're Iron Knuckles in this game. These scriptures... Yes, thank you. Thank you, Krispy Kreme. For by grace you have been saved through faith, and this is not your own doing. It is the gift of God, not a result of works, so that no one may boast. Wait, the NLT is that bad? No. With very few exceptions, whatever you have, whatever translation of the Bible you have, is a good translation. Like I've heard it said like, what version of the Bible should I read? What version do you have at home? That's basically the answer in majority of cases. Like there's a few bad translations, like the Passion Translation. Please stay away from that. That dude claims that he knows, like he knows Aramaic, but he doesn't, which is like, that dude's sketchy. The dude that does that version of the Bible is very sketchy. He can't be trusted. I don't mean that like like, oh, he believes differently than me. It's like, no, he's like, the angels came to me in the morning and they said, I'm going to teach you something new that you've never heard before. It's like, whoa, slow down, buddy. Like, that kind of, like, can't be trusted. But yeah, vast majority, whatever version of the Bible you got is a good one. And if you ever, like, really want to, like, get deeper into it, you know, there's guides out there and stuff. My favorite version is ESV, because it's a bit more of a literal translation, but it's written more in modern English. So it's not like KJV with all the these and thous and all that. But yeah, I think NLT is good. NIV's pretty decent. Let's see. Is that the Passion Bro? Yeah, that's what I was saying. New Living Translation it's called. Yeah, as far as I know, that's good. Yeah. Okay, so I think we're stuck in the temple now, so let's get our song. I use NLT when I work on memorization because it's easier to remember. Yep, that's a good sign then, because... Let's see. Sorry, it's so hard to commentate, talk about the gospel, and play the game. Okay. What else can we do before we go back? I think we need to go ahead and go back. In order I should read, I've read Matthew and John. I mean, I just recommend reading the Gospels first. There's a minister that I respect that's in my area, and what he recommends for new Christians is to read, and I think he's Krispy Kreme's pastor. Well, I know he's Krispy Kreme's pastor, so I don't know if she's heard him say this yet or not, but I think what he said is read John, then go read James, and then read Genesis. I think that's what he recommends for new Christians. Have you heard him say that, Krispy Kreme? I think that's what I've heard him say. Because John is a very great, here's the gospel, you know, here's the truth about Jesus. He is divine. He came as man and died for our sins. Let's see, haven't in a while, but I think I have, yeah. James talks, what does he says about James? I think James talks kind of more about, like, the nature of the gospel. Like, John talks about the gospel, James talks about, like, the nature of the gospel. It's been a while since I've heard him explain it. But yeah, James and John are good places to start. Me personally, some of my favorites to read would be, like, to go through the Gospels first, then Acts. Because, when you read through Acts has it's kind of like the history of the early church. And when I mean, like, history of the early church, I mean, like, the first, like, 30 years. Like, straight from Jesus ascending back into heaven to Paul the Apostle about to go before Caesar to appeal to Caesar. So it's like, yeah, which Paul's also one of my favorite people to learn about in the Bible. So, like, that's one reason I really like that. But Luke and Acts is written by the same guy, Luke. And so Luke and Acts is kind of like part 1 and part 2 with, like, the gospel and what happened with the gospel shortly after. So I like that a lot. Yeah, anywhere in the Bible. For new Christians, definitely New Testament I would start. But reading through the Old Testament is also great. Looking up chapters in Psalms. Oh yes, Psalms. Psalms is such a wonderful, wonderful book. Ephesians is a good one too. Yes, Ephesians, Romans, basically, like I said, anywhere in the Bible, especially the New Testament for new Christians. Romans is good. Ephesians is good. I think even Corinthians. Like, I'm trying to think of, like, there are some books that go deeper into, I guess you could say theology. Like theology and doctrine, especially for new Christians, it can be a little overwhelming. So I don't want to tell you, like, go read this, and it's just, like, all these theological terms and stuff, and which there's not that many, like, big theological terms in doctrine. You'll see that more in, like, early church history, especially like from the Catholic Church. You'll see a lot more of that. But I'm assuming we're talking about just straight from the Bible. Read Revelations. Revelations is a hard one, but it's also a really good one. What? What happened there? There we go. My recommendations when reading scripture as a new Christian is if you're struggling with the book, it's okay to move to a different one. It's better to read something you understand than to give up. That's all. That's great advice. Very, very good advice. Okay, A, down, A, right, down, A. Like numbers. Numbers is rough. It is rough. There's a lot of numbers and numbers. Leviticus is a little... Leviticus is good, especially if you're just wanting to learn more about, like, the Old Testament law and, like, learn just how, I guess, different it was
Michael, don't leave me here.
That was mean, Sprocky. Oh my goodness. Let me go ahead and save, because that's where we're going to end, like, as far as temple. I do want to do a raid in just a minute. But yeah, I don't remember what I was saying now. It's probably not that important if I can't remember it. Numbers has probably been the hardest book for me to read. Yes, Numbers is hard. Didn't know what those did. I'm sorry. No, it's fine. That's the purpose of them, is to like jump scare me and stuff. Especially like there's a one that's a Discord sound effect, or the Discord call, and it is a bass boosted to sky high modification of the Discord call note sound, and it's so loud. Oh my goodness, I can't tell you how many times that one scared me. And I better go ahead and close up here, because otherwise people will probably try, and by people I mean Krispy Kreme and Hyrule Princess will probably try to jump scare me with it. So let's find someone to raid here. Before we do, let's get like a chat message thing. Oh, hang on. Yeah, let's get like a chat message to send once we all hop in there. So what should we say? Should we say a raid? So on Twitch, everyone that's on my stream right now, we can like move everyone to another stream. And so like we'll hop in there, it'll say like you're being raided by another channel, and it's fun. It's fun because we'll find someone to raid, hop into there. May not stay in there for long, but you know, see how they're doing, talk to them a little bit. Probably gonna find someone that's playing Ocarina of Time right now. So what should we say? I want to say you're being raided by the bomb squad, but that has like actual real world connotations. So it's like, let's not say that. Let's see. Tell them that Jesus loves them. That would be a good. That would be good to tell them. Let's see. I'm gonna send a message, and y'all are welcome to copy this and send it once we hop in here. If y'all don't copy it, that's fine too. What is going on with my little box here? I don't know if it'll let all y'all do this or not, but we're gonna see. I think it's just Raiders incoming, and I'm putting like one of my little emojis here. So yeah, so I'm gonna copy that, and once we hop into the other stream, I'm gonna paste it. Because we got like 5 viewers right now, so assuming, or 6 viewers right now, so if everyone's in there, we'll have like 6 people to boost someone else's stream here. Alright, let's find somebody. Raid channel. Search for Ocarina of Time. There we go. Let's find someone, maybe someone that's a little bit lower on, well, not super low. Ocarina of Time original hardware. Archipelago, that is... what is that? Is that a mod? I think that's a mod. Yeah, let's try this guy.
A bloopy. Wow. Whoa. Orange rupee. 5 bombs.
Okay. He's got like 4 people on it right now, so let's raid. Let's copy the message. Hope y'all are ready. Let me go ahead and sign off here. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you guys. Appreciate y'all being here. I know YouTube's gonna get left behind with the raid because it doesn't work for YouTube, unfortunately. But yeah, hope you guys have a wonderful night. Remember to come back tomorrow where we'll be playing more games. Maybe playing Apex. We'll find out by tomorrow. Thursday we're doing Mecha Chameleon, so hope to see y'all then. Remember, most importantly though, that Jesus loves you. So do I. Hope you have a wonderful night. Let's see here. Can y'all still hear me? Y'all can still hear me? Saying ready to raid in 2 seconds. Right now.